Yo, what's going on, guys? My name is Toxicity and welcome back to the NBA 2K rebuild video. In today's video, you guys, we are going to be controlling the Chicago Bulls, who have made some big changes in this offseason so far, saying goodbye to Alex Caruso and saying goodbye to DeMar DeRozan. Now, there's rumors that Zach LaVine is going to be traded shortly, and I feel like the young team of Kobe White, Josh Giddey, and Ayo Dosunmu are going to be able to run this moving forward. So we're definitely going to look to move on from Vooch, especially because they signed Jalen Smith. I think Jalen Smith could maybe run the center for a little bit if we want to look for some draft picks in the 2025 draft. I think that draft is going to be really good for us to potentially target a new center. Maybe even try and tank for Cooper Flag. We've just signed Patrick Williams to a long-term deal, so he's definitely going to be around for a little while. And I feel like these guys like Javonte Green, Torrey Craig, and those likes can be moved on for some picks. And Bezalis, we want to get a lot of time to. We want to have him in the starting rotation moving forward. So I definitely think Zach LaVine is going to be the first one to go, followed by Vucevic. So I'm going to work out a couple of trades and then we're going to go through with that. I did post the Golden State Warriors video yesterday. This video was going to be the Timberwolves video or a Lakers video, but I decided to skip doing some of the West and go over to the East for a little while because doing some rebuilds in the West is absolutely insane. And I feel like starting from a team that isn't going to be as good next year and going 5 years, kind of like I did with the Spurs, is going to be really fun. And we're going to take this thing a bit slower, but in the last 2 years, we're going to really boost and try and aim to be as good as we can. So we're going to be tanking, and it's going to be boring for some Bulls viewers, but trust me, hopefully by the end of this video, we have a championship or two under our belts just to make the Bulls fans a little bit more happy. So without further ado, let's look for some trades. So the first move we're going to make here is we're going to bring in Bruce Brown on a 1-year expiring deal, and we're going to get this 2026 first round pick swap with the Pacers. It's a top 3 protected pick, but they're going to be good next year, so we don't have to worry about that. So Lonzo Ball is gone. I completely forgot about him as well. And we're going to be trying to find a lot of picks for some of these other guys too. So like Dalen Terry could probably get some picks. Javon Carter can probably get some picks. Torrey Craig could definitely get some picks as well. There's some trade exceptions here. A first round pick and a second round pick. We'll take that. Yep, we'll do that trade. There's a lot of trades that we can definitely do. And then the big one is going to be Zach LaVine. So hopefully we can find someone that's going to give us an expiring contract. I was thinking maybe bringing over Ben Simmons or something like that. And then maybe some picks, but wasn't too sure. We might actually have to potentially look at trading Zach LaVine. Or maybe holding on to Zach LaVine to the trade deadline. Vooch is next. I don't know if there's anyone we can bring in. I'm happy to bring in some younger players. I'm happy to bring in expiring contracts like Levert and Merrill are both expiring. Al Horford's there. Clint Capella's there. At 2020, I don't want Miles Bridges on my team. That's a problem. So yeah, this is going to be difficult because the contracts are, they're worth quite a lot. Grant Williams and a 2025 first round pick. That actually sounds pretty decent. Not gonna lie, because Grant Williams is not on too much money, and a first round pick is kind of what we want. We'll do that. An exception, we'll do that. So what else can we do? I do think there's a lot of trades we can make. I'll even maybe flip Grant Williams. We do need a backup power forward, so maybe we'll keep him. But people like Javon Carter and Dalen Terry, we can definitely ship out. We'll go Chris Duarte instead, actually. Is there any picks? Yep, 2 first round picks for the Hornets. Bam. And then I think that's okay for now. So we just got a lot of young players on this list. We need to find something for Zach LaVine. This is a lot better. Look at that. We're getting so many first round picks in. So maybe we can just throw in a 2028 first round pick for Zach LaVine to see what we can get. Okay, so Zach LaVine is going to get us John Collins and a 2025 first round pick. Obviously, we want as many picks in 2025 as we can. So we're going to offer up a 2028 first round pick and say goodbye to Zach LaVine. And we're going to say hello to John Collins. So this team is looking really bad. This team is going to be really bad, which is what we want. It's going to be really interesting to see how we go next year. I think that's it for the trades right now. We're going to assemble a bit of a squad, and then maybe at the deadline we trade a few more people for some 2025 first round picks. But we're going to go in here, and we're actually going to make Josh Giddey be our highest scoring. We're going to boost his shots up and his touches up. We're also going to have Kobe White be a bit better too. So hopefully these guys carry us moving forward. I'd like to see Dasumu take a few more shots as well. Jalen Smith we can definitely bring right down. I don't want to see him taking too many shots, but Bezalis, he can definitely be the third option on this team, so we'll bump him up a bit, or we can be the second option on this team. We can bump him up too. So it's going to be an interesting year next year. It's going to be a lot of teething issues, but if we can somehow get Cooper Flag on this team, I'll be very happy. We even can go for an Ace Bailey. We can go for a lot of different players, but yeah, 2025 is going to be really interesting for us. And yeah, hopefully we're really bad. So after our big off-season, I accidentally skipped through the trade deadline, but we're 16 and 43, which I'm hoping is almost dead last. It would be nice if we were dead last, so we can hopefully get ourselves into the Cooper Flag sweepstakes. We are dead last, so Wizards are almost the same as us, and out of everyone, are we dead last? We are dead last. So Memphis and the Wizards are kind of rivaling us, so hopefully we can either trade for that first pick or take the first pick eventually, which would be nice. So we'll quickly do a player recap for you guys now. So Josh Giddey averaging almost 20.6 rebounds and almost 5 assists, which is nice to see from Giddey. Kobe White, 16, 2 and 4 of 5. He's doing okay. Dasumu is actually playing really well. Bezalis in his rookie year is playing awesome. I wouldn't be surprised if he wins rookie of the year. There was a clip recently of him dunking in the Summer League, and that was incredible. His stare down afterwards was pretty cool. John Collins is playing quite nicely as well, 10, almost 11 points a game. And then we have Bruce Brown, Grant Williams, Patrick Williams, and Julian Phillips also getting some time off the bench too. So he's taken a bit of a step forward. Would like to maybe give him a bit more of a role towards this end of the year. But I'm actually not sure. So contract extensions, no one is really eligible to extend, which is a bit annoying. I thought we could maybe lock away a couple people long term. So let's see. Do we want to switch this around at all? I'm thinking I kind of want to give more minutes to Julian Phillips. So maybe we give... I kind of like Dasumu getting 28 minutes. Maybe we give Jalen Smith maybe a few less minutes. Grant Williams can get less minutes. Bruce Brown can get less as well. And we'll give 18. We'll go 20 to Phillips. And then we may as well give some more minutes to... give another minute to Bezalis as well. So I'm quite happy with that. I'm unsure if we're going to bring back Billy Donovan next year, but this team is performing nicely around him. He might suffer the consequences of this tanking year, but I'll see you guys at the end of the year, and we can see who wins the title this year. So at the end of the season, Luka is your MVP. Alex Sarr is the Rookie of the Year. We have Nasri, the Sixth Man of the Year. Defensive Player of the Year goes to Wemby. Walker Kessler goes to Most Improved. And Luka is Clutch Player of the Year as well. Tibbs and Staples are the Coach and Executive of the Year, which is really interesting to see. I don't think we're going to get anyone on any of these teams. Yep. But not no one on any defensive teams either. Bezalis was second in Rookie of the Year running. So Sarr 15, 2 and 7. And Bezalis had 13, 1 and almost 7. So, or 13, almost 7 and 3. So it's what it is, I guess. It is what it is. We'll see what happens. So we obviously don't make the playoffs at all the play-ins, which was quite expected. Let's see what happened towards the end of the year. So Giddey averaging almost 19 points a game, which is nice to see. No one really here jumps out at me as like a surprise. Bezalis definitely played well. Dasumu definitely played well. Kobe White definitely could be improved. Maybe we can see if we can boost his shot tendency. And Julian Phillips had a bit of a better end of the season. That 3-point shot's coming along nicely, which is nice to see. So maybe he gets some more minutes next year. Maybe he develops nicely as a backup to Bezalis. Let's see who wins the championship this year. Wouldn't be surprised if it's OKC. Yep, it looks like it's going to be OKC. So Shea, Western Conference Finals MVP, and Cade Cunningham in Detroit is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP. What did Detroit do? Nothing. They literally did nothing. Okay, interesting. And the Thunder win in 6. So Detroit bounced back in a big way, and Shea's your Finals MVP. OKC win the championship this year. This is going to be a big year for us. So LeBron is going to retire. We can't override that anymore. And then I think we'll let everyone else retire here. Yeah, we may as well. Okay, so staff retirements. We got a guard guru retiring, so we need to fix that up. Jersey retirements, so we'll skip all that because I know LeBron and Westbrook are going to get their jerseys retire. So we're predicted the 4th overall pick, so we must have dropped off a little bit, and the 9th overall pick. So we could potentially move up to number 1 or 2. I would love to get Cooper Flag on this team. I feel like Cooper Flag would be perfect for this team. So we really need to get lucky or do some trades. And we okay, we get the number 1 pick. Okay, that's perfect. Do we get 10 as well via Utah? So 1 and 10, which is absolutely amazing. I am stoked with that. I thought we were honestly going to get maybe 4 or 5, but that's fine. So we need to bring back. Who do we bring back? I kind of think we try and bring back Billy Donovan. I don't think he will come back, but if we offer him like 10 mil, we might get him back. We'll see if we can do that. An assistant coach, I reckon Taylor Jenkins coming in to help coach us would be nice as well. So let's see. We get both those guys in, which is nice. Oh, sorry, exceed our budget. Oh shit. Okay. Maybe we decline Billy Donovan for right now, and we offer him a little bit less. Let's see. So we can offer him. We'll see if he'll accept that. And he does. Okay, so Billy Donovan's in, which is great to see. Big man coach will just bring in whoever we can. Hopefully these guys just pick up the contracts. Hopefully they don't fight too much. That'd be nice. So Billy Donovan there with Taylor Jenkins. I feel like that's a nice little mix. And we'll get Bernard Stevens as well. And all of them are going to sign. So we have a nice little group here that are going to carry us through to hopefully a championship winning team eventually. So NBA draft time, obviously, we got the number 1 overall pick, which I never get lucky with this sort of thing. So we are going to be taking 1st overall Cooper Flag, and he's going to play for us next year. And I don't know if we want to move up in the draft, or maybe move down. Who's here right now? BJ is here right now, which is very interesting, and so is Hugo Gonzalez. Both those guys are really good. VJ would be really nice to bring in on this team. We could definitely move Giddey to the point guard and play VJ if we want. Maybe potentially trade Kobe White. And then Ayo Dosunmu kind of misses out on the team. I think we do that. We could definitely move VJ to the small forward as well, play him off the bench. But we got 2 really good picks there. Cooper Flag, obviously the most important one, and we got some good trade pieces here too. So we don't want to be like amazing this year. Okay, Collins opts into his player contract, which is nice. We'll not accept that. Dalen Terry will bring back. So Giddey is going to get the bag. We'll go 4 years, 24 million. He's a restricted free agent, and he's going to agree to that. So 4 years, 107 million. I'm happy with that. That's fine. He can take that. We do have a couple of trade exceptions as well, and we do have Bruce Brown here that I think we're just going to let walk. He wants 6 mil. Look, I'll offer him 2 years, 5.4 mil as just like a mature piece off the bench. It could be a trade piece. I actually don't hate that. He wanted 27 mil, but we're not going to offer him that. Okay, cool. So let's see if we can maybe work out a trade. Şengün is locked away long term. So maybe we try and trade for Şengün. So we're going to switch Giddey over to the point guard position. So maybe we keep Kobe White because he's out of contract. So I'll throw Zach Collins in here. Because we do have Jalen Smith as a backup. I will throw in Malak as well. That's a 3-star value. And we'll also throw in I think we picked up Asa Noel. We'll throw in Asa Noel as well, and then we'll go. We do have a lot of picks. We'll keep next year's because next year's we're hoping are going to be good. So we're hoping to be good in 2027. So let's maybe trade our first here. Okay, this is all for Şengün. I don't know if they'll accept this. I feel like it might be overpaying a little bit. But Şengün's going to be great. We're going to have him next to Cooper Flag. He can be the starter. And then we can keep Kobe White till next year and work out if you want to pay him or not. He can be the backup. But it's going to be a really interesting year next year. We don't want to be amazing. We still want to be like okay. So we're going to play around with positions a little bit. But I think Şengün coming in would be awesome for this team. Let's see if they'll accept. And they do. They accept. Wow. Okay. That was easier than I thought. Okay, so Kobe White might be our sixth man this next year. So let's move Josh Giddey to the point guard. I know he goes down a little bit, but that's okay. Jalen Wilson's getting paid a lot less. We can let him walk. Okay, I'm good with that. We get a first round pick. And honestly, I think we're good. Like we have $8 million to spare. We're going to announce the rights on all these guys. We have a bunch of trade exceptions, but I don't think we're going to be in a position to use any of them. I'm happy with that. We made a big change in this offseason. We get Şengün in. Josh Giddey, Kobe White, and Asumi are going up. We're bringing Cooper Flag. Rosales is developing nicely. We bring in Edgecombe as well. We bring back Bruce Brown and Adams as some of the veteran pieces, but I'm actually quite happy with this team. We don't want to be too good next year. We just want to be okay. Exactly this team's going to look like. We're going to be playing Giddey over Kobe White, and I kind of want to play VJ Edgecombe over Dosunmu. I know this might annoy a lot of people, but if we can get good value out of Kobe White, Dosunmu, and Williams off the bench while these young guys are playing, that would be really nice. So we'll go 30 minutes. We need to get some more minutes somewhere. So Dalen Terry is playing at the moment. We want to play Phillips over Terry. I'd like to see Phillips get some more progression. So we'll go 10 minutes to him. We'll go 18 minutes to Jalen Smith. We'll go 20 minutes to Patrick Williams, 22 to Sumu, 24 to Kobe White, and we'll go 24 to Edgecombe. I wish I could give him more minutes. He was performing a little bit better than I wanted him to, which is fine. If we get some playoff experience, I wouldn't be too mad. So player stats, let's have a look and see how people are going. So Cooper Flag is leading the way with 17 points a game, almost 8 rebounds and almost 3 assists. Josh Giddey, 17 points, 6 and 5.5, 15 points and 8 rebounds from Şengün. Kobe White's playing well off the bench. VJ Edgecombe's playing well in his rookie year as well. Rosales is about the same as last year. Yeah, he definitely needs some improvement. Hopefully we can see some improvement from him. Otherwise, we might have to make a bit of a positional change and maybe throw Kobe White to the shooting guard and play maybe VJ Edgecombe as the small forward. Would be interesting to see that. But yeah, Dosunmu's dropped off a little bit, but that three-point shot is there. That three-point shot is amazing. Jalen Smith, Patrick Williams, and Julian Phillips. So everyone's playing their part. Everyone's playing well. I would like to see maybe some more from Giddey. So let's have a look and see. So tendency shot Şengün. Josh Giddey's a 99. What is Cooper Flag? Okay, so we'll maybe bring him down to an I kind of like him being the man. We'll leave Josh Giddey there. Şengün not eligible. Kobe Williams will resign. Okay, that's a lot for a backup. That's a lot of money for a backup. But maybe we get this deal done. We get this deal done, and maybe we trade him in the offseason. So I'll extend that to him. Dosunmu. See, that's good for a 6-man. So we'll send him the money his way, and that's it. So yeah, that's a bit interesting. At the end of year 2, we have Luka winning MVP. We have Rookie of the Year, Cooper Flag here. On the Bulls, we have 6-man of the year, Nikola Topic. Wemby is your Defensive Player of the Year. Most improved goes to Devin Carter. So we could have picked up a baller if we really wanted to. He was available for trade. Luka, Clutch Player of the Year again, Coach of the Year, and Executive of the Year goes to the Knicks guys again. So Do we get anyone on any of these teams? We don't. We get Cooper Flag here on all defensive second team, which is nice to see. So we get VJ Edgecombe third as well. That's insane. What a squad we're assembling here. So I don't know if we made the play-ins. We did. So we're a 9th seed. I actually quite like that. We get hopefully eliminated first round, so we're still, you know, just outside the lottery. So Josh Giddey led the way with 18.3 points. Cooper Flag almost 17 points, 7.5 rebounds. Giddey is just, you know, hopefully he develops a bit more in the offseason, but he could definitely be such a good point guard. Shangoon, 16 points, 7.6 rebounds. Colby White off the bench, 14.4. I still think we can potentially move him to a shooting guard position next year and maybe move VJ Edgecombe to the small forward and maybe Bazelis B's like a just rotational piece. That 3-point shot has come along, but you know, he's still lagging a little bit behind. Jasumu was pretty good, and then yeah, that rounds up the main rotation, guys. Definitely some moves to be made. I think we're just going to give everyone the playoff experience. I don't think we're going to shorten this rotation at all, so let's see what happens. And we we beat them. Okay, we beat the Bucks, who have Lillard, Lonely Walker, Chris Middleton, Giannis, and Bobby Portis with Tyler Smith off the bench. Wow, okay. And we come up against Boston, who haven't made any changes. So are we going to get through? And we do. We come up against the first seeded New York Knicks. That's insane. Let's have a look at the playoff stats. Who is... Okay, apparently no one's leading the way. The stats are... Okay, interesting. Okay, let's just see. I don't think we're going to make it very far, but let's have a look and see where we go. So I think we're going to get swept. And wow, we force game 7, but we get eliminated. So we force game 7 against the first seed. That's insane. I'm actually proud of that. I'm very proud of that. So let's see. Josh Giddey led the way, 18 points a game. Cooper Flag, obviously his first playoff, so it was a bit of an interesting one. Bazelis was okay. Dasumu, yeah, okay. So the playoff experience for our guys, hopefully it will work in our favor in the future. And it's the Timberwolves with Anthony Edwards leading the way versus Jalen Brunson's Knicks. And let's see what happens. And it's the Knicks in 7. Well done to Brunson. Took a huge pay cut this week to actually stay at the Knicks long term, which is insane. He's took a cut. He could get an extra $120 million over his 5 years next year if he signed next year, not this year, but insane. So player retirements, we're going to see DeAndre Jordan, Chris Paul, Burks, a couple legends there retiring. Staff retirements, we're not going to have anyone retire on us. Draft lottery is going to be interesting. So we have the 5th overall pick. Do we have any other picks? It doesn't look like it. I thought we had a few more picks. I thought we did. Interesting. Okay, we might have more. We'll just we'll have a look and see. They might have just fallen outside the lottery. So we need a new CFO. So we'll offer this person the job. They're going to sign. And then we're going to need to quickly bring in a new wing whisperer. This is always fun because the wing whisperers never like to show up. There's one right there. So we'll offer Saunders and he comes in. So people want to be part of the Bulls organization. I think we're doing a good job. It's a bit of a slowish burn rebuild. We got Cooper Flag on this team. We got a couple other legends on this team. So I'm happy to kind of sit back and see how this goes. I don't think we're going to trade up. We get the 5th overall pick anyway. AJ would have been great to bring in. Bryson Tiller goes. So Cole Pete is here at the power forward spot where we have quite a lot of power forwards. I think we need a point guard, I think. A backup point guard. So Caden Boozer's here, brother of Cameron Boozer. He does develop nicely in this as well. Yeah, Jasper Johnson's here. There's a couple of good guys here. I do like Cole Pete, but unless we're going to get rid of Patrick Williams, I don't think he's going to be... I don't know. I think I like the idea of getting in a point guard. So we'll pick up a point guard. Is Cole Pete going to go? Cole Pete goes to the Knicks. Okay. Yeah, I was going to say, if Cole Pete lasted a little bit longer, we would have tried to trade for him. So we get pick 26 as well. We'll sign this Patrick Nungobo. Nagobo. I don't know how to say his name. We'll sign him as well. We can send him to the G League. He's out of Duke. So yeah, I think if Cole Pete lasted to the 9 or 10, we would have tried to trade up, but that's okay. Rookie signings, we'll make sure we get these both. Team player options, we'll make sure we get Julian Phillips and Bezalis back, which is nice. Qualifying offers. So we're not going to offer Jalen Wilson a contract. Or do we? I don't know. This rotation is going to be insane next year. I don't think we offer Dalen Terry a contract though. Or maybe it's just a... Okay, we'll offer the qualifying to him and we'll see what happens. I know how this is going to go. He wants $12 million. Look, if he will accept this, we'll use him as a trade piece. Wilson, sure, we'll offer you some money. We can use these guys as trade pieces. How much money do we have? We have 13 mil to sign someone. We could potentially clear more if we wanted to. So I came across Nick Smith Jr. Now, he had a pretty good year last year. His trade value is not that high, so we can definitely look to maybe make a trade with him. I do like Patrick Williams as our backup power forward. I think we keep him for another year and see what happens. So I think in this trade, we throw in Dalen Terry. We're not going to use him. We throw in the Julian Phillips experiment was nice, but I don't think he's going to go very far. I think Jalen Wilson might get some time ahead of him. I didn't realize the difference between these two guys. So Julian Phillips, we're going to offer as well. And we're going to see if we can get like a first round pick back as well from these guys. So maybe we also offer, we get off the Bruce Brown money. That might be interesting because this team is going to get quite expensive next year. So let's see. Let's ask for like a 2028 unprotected first and see if they'll do this. I think they might. It's a nice little package for Nick Smith to be our backup point guard off the bench. And then we also get a first round pick in 2028. We get rid of a young player, a couple of expiring guys, and Dalen Terry could be a good player option, and they accept. I think we've definitely played overs, but I'm quite happy with what we have. So Şengün and Jalen Smith are our center rotation. Cooper Flag, Patrick Williams, and then we have Colby White and Dosunmu, Josh Giddey and Nick Smith, and then we have BJ Edgecombe and Bezalis. So that's a nice team. That's a very nice team. I'm happy with that. Free agency, I think we do have like a little bit of money. We have 13 mil to spend. So is there anyone that we want to potentially coax over to us? Maybe we offer Edey a contract. Maybe we'll see if he'll accept it. Maybe he can come along as our backup center. We'll offer him 11 mil over 3 years and see what he can do. And that could be our acquisition because he is projected to be quite a good player. So I'm happy with that. We bring in Zach Edey, bring in Nick Smith. We trade out a couple players who weren't getting any time at all. And then we have a look at player progression, and Şengün's up to a 90 overall. Colby White, Cooper Flag 84s, Josh Giddey 83, Edgecombe's up to an 82 overall, Dosunmu 81. Yeah, this team is going to be good next year. Well, in our third season in charge, I think Bulls fans would be loving what they're seeing right now. 32-18, which is insane. We're way ahead of where I thought we would be. So Josh Giddey, 17.3 points, 7 rebounds, 6.5 assists, playing great as our point guard. Cooper Flag, 17 points, 7.6, 3.5. BJ Edgecombe, 16, 5.7, 2.6. Şengün, 15.7, 8.7, and 6.6. Colby White is actually playing really well in that shooting guard spot, 15, 2.7, and 4.3. And yeah, Dosunmu, Smith, Bezalis off the bench. Like, these guys are playing really well. I really wish Bezalis progressed a bit more, but I see a lot more upside in having VJ Edgecombe play that position. So he's just an important bench piece for us, which I like. I'm really happy with. Can we see the G League stats? We can. We can, which is great to see. So Caden Boozer is averaging 20.2 points a game, 10.4 rebounds, and almost 8 assists, which is crazy. Edey is averaging 13.6 rebounds, 13.6 points, almost 12 rebounds, which is crazy from him. And Patrick Ngombo is averaging 13 points and 12 rebounds. So pretty interesting from these guys. Pretty good considering this is just the the G League, but Caden Boozer can definitely be a big piece for us next year. He's on a big wicket. I actually don't think we're going to make any trades at all. I would like to keep this team just trotting along like this. Jalen Smith as the backup big man, I definitely think we could upgrade from him. So let's just do like let's see if he'll accept that. Okay, so he accepted that, but we can definitely maybe upgrade from him next year. We do have Zach Giddey chilling in the back, so I don't know why I even extended him, but that's okay. He can be a trade piece. So we're going to continue on to the end of the season. Whether it's third seed or second seed at the moment, power ranking has us quite high. So hopefully this team just continues to progress nicely. So Luka wins his third MVP to end the year. Cameron Boozer is the rookie of the year, averaging 17 points and 8 rebounds and 5 assists for the Lakers. Sixth man of the year goes to Nikola Topic again. Wemby is defensive player of the year. Most improved goes to Dylan Harper on the Wizards. Yeah, that's definitely improvement. Damn, that's insane. Clutch player of the year goes to Tyrese Maxey, which is nice to see. Coach of the year, Mark Daigneault, and executive John Murphy. So they had 60 wins, which is nice to see over there. And we are the 5th seed. Okay, so we dropped off a little bit, but that's okay. I'm fine with that. We still played really well. And considering where we were the year before, how we just made the play-in, we definitely made a big step forward. So this is a progressive rebuild, which I like to see. So Josh Giddey, 17.2 points a game, led us. Cooper Flags there too. There's kind of the rest of the team. It's nice to see. Rebounds are led by Şengün and assists by Şengün as well. So Şengün is just kind of a beast. Steals was VJ Edgecombe. Blocks were Cooper Flag. Turnovers was VJ Edgecombe. Fouls was it Şengün. Okay. Interesting. So we'll come against Detroit. Cade, Ivy, Asar Thompson, Jarris Walker, Jalen Duren, and John Collins. So we gave them John Collins, or we traded John Collins and to Houston, and he's now in Detroit. And Duren is a bit of a beast. Okay, so I think we need to probably shorten this to maybe an 8-man rotation. We'll go 9. See how things go. So I definitely want to play. I think I want to play Bazelis over Jalen Smith. I think that might be bad, but I think that's what we want to do. But we'll give him 13 minutes a game. They want to play Şengün 39 minutes. I think we dropped that down a little bit. So we'll go 35, 32, 30, 30, maybe 33. And then we'll go an extra minute to Şengün. Okay, cool. So I think that rotation's good. We might be a bit all over the shop. What is our system proficiency? We're a 4-star balance. Are we better anywhere else? We're really not. Okay, that's okay. Billy Donovan's preferred style is that anyway. So let's see who makes it. So Indiana were the 1st seed. Okay, I'm a little bit worried. I would like to get through the first round at least. So Detroit win the first one. They win the second game. They win the third game. Okay, that is a little alarming. Let's just see what they want to do. So Bazelis is not going to get any time. So we get swept. Okay. Not what I wanted to do. Not what I wanted to do at all. Damn, that's a bit annoying. Cooper Flag led the way. Josh Giddey, Şengün. Nick Smith Jr. actually played really well. Kobe White didn't. So maybe we have a trade piece right here in Kobe White that we could potentially explore. Okay. So we got 2 years left with the Bulls team that we're developing. Next year, I would like to get at least to the conference finals. So Shea versus Tyrese Halliburton. And the Pacers win in 7. Congratulations, Tyrese Halliburton. So, okay. They're going to have to... So Kevin Durant retires. Jimmy Butler retires. Vucevic retires. Obviously, former Chicago Bull. He had a pretty good year in Toronto, not going to lie. Tim Hardaway Jr. retires. Okay. So, the important thing for us is we need to kind of continue on with what we're doing. I don't think we have many picks in this draft, but if we do, that's going to be great because we can trade them. So we have 13... We have 21 and 20. Okay, this is going to be a big trade year, I think. This is going to be a huge trade year. So staff signing. Like, is Josh Giddey going to be the guy that leads us forward? Is that the piece that we need? I think we just need a perimeter D coach, which is fine. We'll give Goldman a contract and see if he accepts that. He does. Okay, so this is where we need to kind of think what we want to do. Because this is probably going to shape like our whole future right here. So as much as I like Colby White, I think we need a better shooting guard. So Colby White definitely could be on the chopping block here. He's such a good player though, and he's an OG Bull, and I really don't want to do this, but we have pick 13 as well. So we could go after Tyrese Maxey. Tyrese Maxey would be insane for this team. Absolutely insane. I actually really like that. Donovan Mitchell, he's signed long term. He could definitely be a good piece for us. We got defensive pieces around him. That could be really nice, but I don't think we can get 48 mil. Derek White, if he was a bit younger, would be cool. Desmond Bane could be interesting. He's not had a great couple years though. Tyler Hero. Now that's someone that could be interesting. Now I don't think he's better than Colby White, but he's definitely a score first guy. And I think we need a score first guy on this team. Like we could bring back Zach LaVine, Malik Monk, DiVincenzo, Austin Reeves could be interesting, but we're gonna have to probably pay him. Yeah, this is kind of putting us in a very interesting position. Cam Thomas is someone that I never try. I'm kind of tempted to try and get Cam Thomas actually as our shooting guard. I don't hate that. That's 2 first-round picks and Colby White for Cam Thomas. We can't do that though because of we. Okay, so we need to trade someone else as well. Okay, so I don't think we need to have Patrick Ngimbo if we have Zach Edey as well. So I'm going to be happy to see him go. And then I think we just offer this pick as well. Let's see if they'll accept that. They do. So we bring in an upgrade. And I don't think we're done there. I really don't think we are. Let's see. I would like to potentially... See, Patrick Williams is still really good off the bench, but he's making a lot of money. I think we can find a better backup power forward that's not on that much money. Someone that's potentially signed long term. Maybe not an Aaron Wiggins, but someone that can just back up Cooper Flag and just be a good piece in the background. Like DeAndre Hunter could be interesting, but he's a bit older. Miles Bridges, no thanks. I'm good. Jeremy Sohan could be interesting. Tyler Hendricks could be interesting. Maybe there's no one like that around. Josh Hart, if he wasn't getting paid that much money, would be great. That would be the type of dude I would go for. Jonathan Isaac, he's paid around the same. So maybe there's no one out there. I could always maybe bring in PJ, but I feel like we always do that. I kind of don't want to, repeat things that we do. Okay, so I am thinking maybe we just wait till after and see if we can maybe bring in someone else. Okay, so let's just sim to our pick. Let's draft with pick 21. I don't think any of these guys are going to get games for us. Just could be another trade piece. We have another pick as well at pick 31. I'm not really paying too much attention because we're probably going to trade these guys. Should be real. So rookie signing, we've got both of those locked down. So Cooper Flag, VJ Edgecombe, and Montez Brazales are going to be back. So this team is getting a little bit expensive. They're going to be paid next year and paid handsomely. Nick Smith Jr. is only one here that we're going to extend the qualifying offer to, unless there's someone else here. So he wants $22 million. I don't want to give him $22 million. I would accept him, or maybe, yeah, maybe like $12 million as the backup point guard, but we could definitely trade him. Like, we could definitely sign someone else. We want to start making this team a little bit cheaper. So he's coming down a little bit. He's not coming down too much, which is annoying, but he doesn't have any offers. But I also don't want him to leave. Okay, we'll see if we can get him for... Oh, that's a lot of money, man. That's so much money. I kind of want to just maybe not bring him back. So we don't actually need him because we have Caden Boozer. I just thought about that. We don't actually need him. He's an 81 overall. Look, I'll bring him back on the... If he wants to sign it, he accepts the qualifying offer. Okay, so player progression. Cooper Flagg's up to an 88 overall. Cam Thomas is an 86 overall. That was our big acquisition. VJ comes up to an 85. Giddey's up to an 84. Nick Smith Jr. is up to an 82. Bazala's up to an 81. Jalen Smith an 81. Did Zach Giddey go up at all? He did. He did. So we could definitely look to maybe trade Jalen Smith, who Zach Giddey, could definitely be better than. And then Cameron Boozer. So this team is pretty bloody good. We definitely upgraded. It's our second last year in charge. This is going to be a pretty interesting year. Hopefully we can maintain what we did last year. I definitely think maybe we can trade deadline, maybe move on from Jalen Smith and save some money around some of these dudes. So let's have a look and see what they want to run. We're going to go a 10-man rotation. So Giddey, Thomas, VJ Edgecombe, Cooper Flagg, Sengun. They want to play Nick Smith Jr. still. See, this is where it's going to get very hard because I kind of want to run an 11-man rotation just at the start here. And see, this is where it's going to get very difficult because we're going to have to make some hard choices. So I think Bazalis gets 18 minutes. I think Dasumu might get 16 minutes because we have Cam Thomas now. Nick Smith Jr. might get 18 minutes too. We might just play our starters a whole bunch. We might go 14 to Caden Boozer and see what he can do. So we've got 6 minutes, so we'll go 30, 29. Why is Cooper Flagg only playing that, man? This is so hard. Because there's so many players I want to give like so many minutes to. It's just going to get so difficult. I do want to play Zach Giddey as well this year. So, maybe it's a case of going backwards to go forwards. Maybe we look to trade a Jalen Smith. Maybe we look to trade a Dasumu. This team is so good. Or maybe Nick Smith Jr. just misses out completely, which would be a shame. Or we just run with this and see how things go. We might run with this and see how things go. If Caden Boozer is close to Nick Smith's numbers, we might just pull the trigger. So 4-star balanced, I'm okay with that. We'll see. I'll come back maybe towards the trade deadline and see what we do. Maybe we trade Nick Smith Jr. towards the deadline. And yeah, I don't know. It's going to be an interesting year. So far, so good. I mean, we have a center and power forward duo that could be the best in the league. So I've stopped here January 4th. We are 4th in power ranking. We were just 1st and we're 3rd in our conference. So 25 and 11. So we want to have a look and see how the player stats are going. So Cooper Flagg, 16 points a game. Obviously the minutes are completely spread out. We're hopefully going to go back to a 10-man rotation. So Nick Smith Jr. is averaging 12 points a game. And Caden Boozer is averaging 6. So what happens if we go per 36 minutes? He's averaging 17.5 and Nick Smith is averaging 25. Okay. That tells us what we need to know. I think it was great having Caden in the lineup temporarily, but I think we maybe drop this back to a 10-man rotation. They want to play Nick Smith over Josh Giddey. No, thank you. I'm good with playing Josh Giddey. They want to play Bazelis more, and Patrick Williams they want to play a little bit less, so that's okay. We'll go 30 minutes. We'll go 30 minutes. We'll go 28 VJ. I think this is looking like a really good team. I know Caden is still there, but we might send him to the G League and see how things go. I would like to get Caden and Zach Giddey into this rotation, but I don't think we're going to. So we'll send him to the G League, and we'll also send Zach Giddey to the G League. I'm going to go through to the deadline. I don't think there's going to be any changes to this team, so maybe we'll keep going past the deadline, maybe to the contract extension. So hopefully play well, and maybe Caden Boozer can crack the rotation next year. So we're here at the contract extension deadline, and obviously some of these guys aren't able to sign on any longer because they're on their rookie contracts. But we're going to sign Josh Giddey for another 24 mil over 3 years. Hopefully he accepts that. He will. And then Dasumu, we're going to try and keep quite low. So like hopefully he'll accept this, and he does. Okay, so Dasumu is locked away. Jalen Smith will resign, but I think we might leave him for now. I definitely think he's a trade piece. He's not playing as good. He's not playing as many minutes, but I think Zach Giddey could be the guy. They're both on around the same amount of money, so it'll be interesting to see. I'm going to continue on with the season. As you can see, we are 40 and 21, so we're playing pretty well. I'm hoping we just make it out of the playoffs. So I think this is Luca's 4th back-to-back MVP. That's insane. Rookie of the year goes to Tyron Stokes. Nikola Topic is the 6th man of the year yet again. Wemby is the defensive player of the year. Most improved goes to Isaiah Collier. Luka Doncic is your clutch player of the year, and the OKC guys are the coach and executives of the year. Do we get anyone on any of these teams? We don't, which is rather unfortunate. We get Cooper Flag on all defensive second team, and that is it. Okay, cool. So we finish up as the 4th seed. Okay, so we bounced around a little bit. I thought we were going to be a bit better. So Cam Thomas really didn't take us to the promised land. Maybe I need to fiddle around with some of the player shops next year. But Cooper Flag, 18 points a game. I think we just got a lot of really good players that want to score. I think that's the problem here. But, we're winning, so that's a good thing. Nick Smith Jr., 14 points a game. He's definitely proving himself. I think we might have to sign him. Again, I don't know if Caden Boozer is going to make that jump this year, but we'll see. We definitely could trade Patrick Williams. But yeah, leading in a rebounds a game is Cooper Flag, and assists is Josh Giddey, which is nice to see. So we're coming up against Chicago. I don't know. We need a win. That's all we need to do. We need to win. We lose game 1. We lose game 2. Man, they really hate us. I don't know why. Let's just drop this down to a 8-man rotation. Let's see what happens. We're going to go crazy. We win game 3. We lose game 4. And we win game 5. Did we tie it up at game 6? We do win game 6. And what about game 7? Can we please get out of the first round? So we have a back and forth first quarter. They're up by 5. We have a really good second quarter. A pretty okay third quarter. Unless we choke this, we should be looking okay. And I think we're going to run away with it. We do. We win by 7. So we win game 7 and we move on to the second round, which I love to see. So this is what we wanted last year. So Giddey's back. Okay, so I started Nick Smith Jr. for some reason. Giddey's back in the starting lineup. We'll simulate the round. And we get the Toronto Raptors, who have Quickly, McNeely, RJ Barrett, Scotty Barnes, and Jakob Podol. Who did the Hornets have? Okay, so they haven't really changed too much. They got Drummond and Branham. Okay, let's see. We win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3. And we lose game 4. And we win game 5. Okay, so we're moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals, which I love to see. This is what we wanted. We're coming out against Bronson DiVincenzo, OG Anunoby, Julius Randle, Mitchell Robinson, and Josh Hart. Do they still have Mikal Bridges? They don't, but they have Koa Pete, who we were going to potentially trade up and get. So they win game 1. We'll quickly update this. We want to start Josh Giddey. Thank you very much. They win game 1. They win game 2. We win game 3. They win game 4. We lose. Okay. So we made it to the conference finals, but we lose to the Knicks. Okay. And it's the Rockets with Nolan Trey Orr going up against Jalen Brunson in the finals, and the Rockets win in 6. Okay. Next year is our year. I think we're going to make some big changes. Player retirement. Steph Curry retires. Paul George retires. Kawhi Leonard retires. Damian Lillard retires. Holy smokes, that is an all-star. And Greg Popovich and Frank Vogel. Damn, this is like childhood areas type stuff. We're going to go into the Hall of Fame inductees: Curry, Leonard, Lillard, and Paul George. Jersey retirements. Wow, that's an all-star. That's an all-star caliber Hall of Fame right there. So we end up with the 22nd overall pick. And wait. Did we also have... Wait, we almost had the first pick. What do we have? We have pick 2 in this draft. Okay, we're not going to use that. We're definitely going to trade. Holy smokes. I'm very excited for this year. This has to be our year. Assistant GM, let's just see if that person will sign. They do. Everyone's kind of locked down, but our shot doctor, so we'll sign Prunty. He's tentative. He rejects it. Okay. Well, that's a bit of a dick move. Shot doctor. Jared Wilkins will definitely come along. Oh, decline, man. We're not going to let anyone talk to Taylor Jenkins. Okay, moving on to the draft. I think it's time to launch a blockbuster trade. I don't know what we do, but I think it's just definitely time to propose a trade because we have pick 2, which I don't think I really want to use. And we got Edgecombe here, who's averaging 15 points. We got Bazelas here, who's averaging like 11 points. We've got a lot of players that are on good money, and we need to throw some money at Bazelas, Cooper Flag, and Edgecombe, and Cam Thomas. Oh, shit. Okay. So we need to clear some cap space pretty urgently. So I think... wow, we might be in a bit of trouble right now. I actually don't think we have that much money around. Let's maybe draft someone and maybe trade them. Paul Irving. That's crazy. Jonathan Isaac, Draymond Green. Actually, don't hate that. Rudy Gobert. Pascal Siakam. Okay. We got a LeBron James right here. So we got this pick 2, which I'm happy to potentially throw away. We'll trade finder maybe all these picks and see if we can maybe get a future pick. A 2029 first round pick, top 3 protected. That's okay. I don't want a player though. I'll literally be happy just trading away these picks, man. I literally don't want... let's see if we can get rid of... Let's see if we can just do this trade. Bang. Okay, cool. So we don't want to spend too much in this lottery. We traded away for a future first. Hopefully we can sign this guy. $23 million. Team player options. Cooper Flag's coming back. Cam Thomas has declined, so we need to offer him money. JJ Andrews can go. Caden Boozer. So everyone's accepting. So we need to offer Cam Thomas money. And this is our last year in charge. And we need to offer Bazelas money as well. Okay. This is going to be big. This is going to be really big. So Cam Thomas wants $39 million. So we're going to offer him 30 over 4 and see if he'll accept that. Montes Bazelas wants 20, so we'll see if he'll accept 20. Nick Smith Jr. wants 28, but I think we're okay with Nick Smith Jr. and I think we'll bring back Jalen Wilson as well. Please, all these guys just sign. They all agree. Amazing. That's what I want. So Nick Smith Jr. is cap holded. He definitely could potentially want out. Which, you know, if he wants out, that's okay. But we'll sign all these guys, and I think we need to make a big trade. So I want to win with Josh Giddey at the point guard spot. I really do. But Did we just sign Nick Smith Jr.? Look, I'll throw him a contract. If he accepts, he accepts. If not, he doesn't. I don't know. He accepts. Okay, 4 years, 98 million. He had a really good year this year. I think it's a big trade time. I think it's time to do a massive trade. I think BJ Edgecombe is so good at the small forward spot, and he's only going to go up. I want to win with Bazelis on our team. I think we need to trade for a better backup power forward. So we're definitely looking to maybe trade Patrick Williams, even though he's been pretty good. That plus minus. Oh, man, do we just run this team back? We just picked up. No, I think we have to make a big trade. I think we have to make a trade. It's our last year. We had that guy that we just picked up. Is it Jeremy Reese? Yeah, Jeremy Reese that we just picked up. He's 4-star value. This is going to be a big year. I'm going to see what we can do. So I couldn't find any trades, unfortunately, and this is taking a little bit too long in this video. So our last season in charge, we're going to go in unchanged, but we can definitely make some big moves. So I definitely think Cam Thomas, you know, if he doesn't perform as he has in previous years, we might change this around. But we got Shengun, Kipper Flag, and VJ up. We got Caden Boozer up quite a long way. He could potentially, you know, start for us next year almost. Yeah, Josh Giddey really hasn't gone anywhere, so we can maybe be in the lookout for a main, like a starting point guard, and maybe play Josh Giddey as the backup. But yeah, Bazelis hasn't really gone where I wanted him to. Patrick Williams is okay, and Jalen Smith is up again. So maybe Zach Edey misses out, but this is the last season in charge of the Bulls. Hopefully we can get the Bulls a chip. I would love to ring one championship in this video. We've been close. Last year was close. We definitely had a lot of improvement, but maybe some consistency with this team, and we might see you know, a bit of difference. So we'll go to a 10-man rotation. They want to start Nick Smith, but I still want to start Giddey. So it's going to be a very, very interesting year. They don't even want to play Dosunmu much. I think we maybe trade Dosunmu. Yeah, this is maybe how the rotation's going to look. They want to play Caden Boozer a lot more minutes, so maybe we'll see how he goes. But this is going to be the bench unit. And then we're going to run with this as our main unit, which is hopefully going to get us somewhere. There's a couple of names that, you know, don't see every day. Balanced is 4.5 star. Maybe we just pick someone to be our predominant scorer. Maybe that could be like a Cam Thomas. Cam Thomas is 98. Maybe we need to start bringing down some of these guys' shots. Josh Giddey, maybe we can bring him down to like an 84. Nick Smith will go 80 off the bench. Same with Caden. Cam Thomas will go 96. Maybe he can be our main scorer. Maybe this is actually quite smart, and we can rely on Cooper Flag. Maybe this could be good. Maybe that's going to be good for the team. I'll see you guys at the trade deadline. Maybe make some big moves, but if not, I'll see you guys at the end of the year. So we're here at the trade deadline. We're 37 and 15. We're first in our conference rank, and power ranking has us second. I'm guessing OKC are going to be ahead of us, which is going to be a little annoying. So Cooper Flag, 20 points a game, 8.6 rebounds, 3.7 assists. BJ Edgecombe, 16. Cam Thomas has really dropped off, even though he's meant to be our second scorer. That is a little bit annoying. Like maybe we can... I don't even know what to do, man. I'm thinking there's a blockbuster trade we can pull off right here, right now. Involving maybe a Cam Thomas and maybe our rookie from last year, since he is a 4-star value. Is there a point guard around that we could potentially sign that could carry us through to the glory days? Like Darius Garland would be pretty cool on this team, not gonna lie. Would love to bring in Donovan Mitchell and play him as a point guard. Is there anyone else? Devin Booker would be sick, but that is a big asking price right there for him. Like they can only have 15 players. That's annoying. I'll literally will take this dude in. Anyone else you want to give me? I'll take this guy too. Is this like anywhere close? No. Like I'll literally trade you. Like these picks are meant to be bloody good right now. Look at that for value. Surely they'll accept all this for Devin Booker, right? Surely they'll accept all this. This is a lot. And they accept. Holy shit, we bring in Devin Booker. Okay, that is amazing. Book, Giddey, VJ Combe, Cooper Flag, Şengün, Caden Boozer can get 20 minutes. Nick Smith Jr. can get 20 minutes. Yeah, I am bloody stoked with that. And we'll give maybe 15 minutes each to these two. I am happy with that. We can definitely trade to Sumu as well, but maybe we just leave him for now. We'll go 33 to Book, 29 to Giddey, 27 to VJ. Yeah, sure. And then we'll make sure he's number 1 for tendency. He is. Okay, that surely takes us over the line. That 100% surely takes us over the line. Can we get like a mini upgrade at our power forward spot if we trade Patrick Williams and Dosunmu together? Maybe we can even throw some picks in to get someone. I don't know who would come up. Vanderbilt. Can we just go out and target someone? That might be... Just bring in someone. No one there. Bring in Giannis. Evan Mobley's here, but I don't think we'll get him as a backup. DeAndre Hunter. He's fallen away a little bit. Yeah, I don't think we get any of these guys as a backup, but that would be pretty interesting. Like Jalen Johnson as a backup. Could we potentially bring him in? I have no idea. I will literally offer Patrick Williams. The Hawks would bring in too much money. Okay. Maybe that's a no. Maybe we'll keep Io on the team, I guess. We'll see. Well, we need to win some of the OG Bulls a ring. So there's literally only Dosunmu, Patrick Williams, Bezalis, and Giddey that are signed this year. Okay, I'll see you guys at the end of the year. Our last year in charge. Hopefully Devin Booker changes things for us. So Luka wins MVP. Back to back to back to back to back to back. I don't even know. Marcus Johnson, Rookie of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year goes to Topic again. Wemby, Defensive Player of the Year. Most Improved, Jaden Quinton. Donovan Mitchell, Clutch Player of the Year. And we are the Coach of the Year. 61 and 21. That is insane. Do we get anyone on any of these teams? We get Devin Booker here on an All-NBA 13, which is nice to see. And we don't get Cooper Flag on any of these teams. Okay. Interesting. So we are the first seed. That is insane. Devin Booker turned this season around. Like, I really liked bringing in Cam Thomas, but Devin Booker was just the man. 25 points from Book, almost 10 assists, almost a double-double. Cooper Flag, almost 20 points, 8.6 and almost 4. Yeah, this team is great. I really like this team. Giddey's fallen away a little bit, but his roles kind of disappeared. He's still averaging 13.6, 5 and 6. So he definitely has a role in this team still. I'm very happy with how this team performed here. So let's have a look and see what we can do in the playoffs. I think we shrink it down to a 7-man rotation. Or I think it was in a 9-man rotation. Oops. So we need to play Jalen Smith a bit more. And damn, I think we need to... So Josh Giddey, they've benched Josh Giddey for Caden Boozer. I think we just see how that goes. I'm happy to see how that goes. We need to play Nick Richards a little bit less. And I think this team's going to be good. I kind of want to play Patrick Williams or maybe shuffle someone over to the power forward spot, but that's going to be okay. Yes, this team looks bloody good on paper. So who are we going to come up against? We come up against the Pacers. The Pacers who have Halliburton, Nemhard, Mathurin, Siakam, and Turner. They haven't really changed too much. We go up. We win in 7. Okay, holy shit, that was bloody close. We come up against the Raptors who have quickly. They had the same team that we came up against last time. So we win game 1. We win game 2. We win game 3 and we lose game 4. But do we win game 5? We do. So we're back in the conference finals. Amazing to see. We're going to come up against Detroit, which is going to be very interesting. I don't want to play Dosunmu at all. I kind of want to play Smith more. So we're doing this without a backup power forward, and that's fine by me. Let's see what happens. Game 1 against Detroit, we win. Game 2 against Detroit, we win. Game 3 against Detroit. Who do they have? Kay Cunningham, Monk, Sar Thompson, Jazz. Okay. And they have Alex Sar on this team. But we sweep and we're into the finals, and we're going to come up against OKC Thunder. Shea is your Western Conference Finals MVP, and Şengün is your Eastern Conference Finals MVP, almost averaging a triple-double, man. That's insane. Game 1 goes to the Thunder. Okay. We don't want this, man. Oh, Josh Giddey, redemption arc. I love to see it. You love to see it. We'll play Jalen Smith backup minutes because I think we need it. So game 2 goes to the Thunder. Shit. Okay. That's problematic. That's very problematic. Let's see what happens. Okay. Game 3 goes to the Bulls. Game 4 goes to the Bulls. Game 5 goes to the Thunder. And then game 6 goes to the Bulls. It's a game 7, man. It's a game 7 for the Bulls fans around the world. What is going to happen? They get off to a really good start. Their second quarter is also really bloody good. We're hoping we can come back a little bit. I don't think we will, though. And we don't. Unfortunately, we're going to go down. And the OKC Thunder beat us in 7. But we made it to the finals in 5 years, which, you know, I'm happy about. Wow. I'm sorry, Bulls fans. I really thought we were going to get there in the end. I thought we were going to come back, but we didn't. Cooper Flag, Devin Booker led the way. Giddey was also pretty good, too. So if you guys tank for Cooper Flag next year, this could be the future. You could get back into the finals pretty quickly because on the recent tapes for the games that they played against the USA team, he was insane. He was bloody good. So yeah, good luck next year. I think you guys are going to be just fine. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really do appreciate it. Let me know down below what you would have done differently and what you want to see next video, and I'll catch you guys then.